You are about to listen to my conversation with the owners and founders of the Shanoa Fitness Center, John and Dylan Cerda. This father-son duo created one of the most unique and loved gyms in the Prairie Central area and the Central Illinois area at large. Their story is so inspiring, and it's about time that people heard it. Before we begin, I'd like to thank my current patrons, Ironman Wrestling, John the Hebrew Hammer Traub, my good friend Josh Hartke, Greg Sullins, the Metcalfs, Jared Walter, Zach B., Henry Steffen, Shaquille Oatmeal, Alyssa Ricketts, Miranda Noyes, Parker Shilson, Ben the Crimson Chin Traub, and Ann. You are all so amazing, and your support is so appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the show. Hello and welcome to the Paul Garcia Show, a show about the remarkable people of Central Illinois. I'm your host, Paul Garcia, and I invite you to join me as I speak with these individuals about their stories, the lessons they've learned, and the knowledge they've gained along the way. Tune in every Sunday to witness the power of bringing each new individual's unique journey into the spotlight. Dylan and John Cerda, thank you so much for coming on today. You have a great story. You've built something great. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. So you guys, you have Shanoa Fitness Center, of course. Everyone knows that. Everyone loves this place. It's really something special. You guys are surrounded by the iron. You live for the iron. You die for the iron. You live for fitness. I want to ask what everyone's wondering. How much do you guys bench?
Go ahead, I'll let you start.
All right, so I hit 305. It was a 305 or 310. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the past 6 months, I was hitting my max.
Oh, holy crap, man. I did over 300. That's no laughing
300-pound bench club. Yeah, I was pretty happy to hit that.
Dang. Okay, what about you?
But the best part was, I think you started at what?
Okay, when we opened the gym, I was doing 175.
175.
No, yeah. So I was pretty happy to hit 205 at one point. And then, from there, 100 pounds.
Dang,
went up
man,
pretty
you
quick.
beast. That's crazy.
Oh,
cool.
The pictures are great. Looking at him when we opened the gym versus now, huge difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Man. Okay, and how about you?
A few pounds more. Right at the moment, I don't want to say. I'll say within the last 5-6 months, I've probably gotten 415.
It was 415 or 420.
420, right around there.
And it went right up. I thought you were going to do it twice.
Yeah, I think I actually did 415 a few times.
Dude, that's nuts.
It felt good.
I did not expect these answers, to be honest.
This is post shoulder surgery too.
Yeah. About 2 years ago, I had to have the rotator cuff done. So it's nice to know that it works and you can come back from it.
Holy cow. Okay, well, that is awesome. You guys are obviously actually invested in your fitness. You're serious about this stuff. Where did the idea for Shanoa Fitness Center first come about? If you can remember when and where. Have you been dreaming about this for a while or what?
Yeah, you start with it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it goes way back, honestly. I would say 2008 is when I started taking some classes, English classes and things like that, and would have to write, the reports that I would write all would involve business plans, anything that would have to do with the gym. I wanted to start doing something all the way back then. Met with mayors then, met with whoever I could to try to see what I could do to kind of get the ball rolling on things. But ever since then, I've worked on a business plan and just tried coming up with ways to make it work in the small town of Shanoa. Mm-hmm. It's I just wanted it. It was what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up? One of those things. I like working out. Don't like the cardio part of it so much, but I like being in the gym, hanging out there. I dig the vibe, and it's what I want to be a part of. It's when I go to retire, I'd like to be able to just hang out there, and I don't think I'll ever retire, but I'd like to be able to hang out in the gym. Mm-hmm. I want to work there. I want to be there forever.
You love that scene.
I do.
Of people pushing themselves, trying to get stronger, the intensity, the manliness. I shouldn't just say the manliness, but just the fitness culture. You like that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's great. The people getting to see how they've changed since we've come in. It's amazing. I mean, the transformations have been wonderful. The the way Dylan's got to know people and work out with people and help them out, the way my daughters help people out, all of us, we've all been a part of somebody's life and making their life better. So it's been great. It's been wonderful.
So you said that the idea came about in roughly 2008 of opening your own gym. Dylan, you were just not even a young man. You were still a kid. You were probably what, high school, junior high? No, you'd be even before junior high, right?
Yeah, right before junior high probably. And growing up, we were always working out, always very conscious about our health, and you were always pushing me to bench, and we were always trying to get that as high as we could when I was younger. But throughout school, you pushed me to go for business. I graduated from ISU in 2018 with my business administration degree. And throughout school, I was always doing projects, researching on gyms, and I would do presentations, everything based around pretty much these business plans that we had created. And I really, just had this realistic vision throughout school, and I would use that for all my projects. It was awesome. So actually getting to do the research throughout school, that was really fun. And then, so it was 3 days after I graduated college, then we opened the gym, soft opening.
Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, really quick, pull these mics a little closer. I know they're obnoxiously close, but that's all right. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, you got how much has your business administration degree actually helped with this? Because it seems like you almost got the degree to start this. Yep. Is that at all accurate?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what it is for.
So it's not like you were just learning about business administration and then you're like, hey, I know I'm using a gym, a hypothetical gym in all my presentations. It wasn't that. It was like you're preparing, you're practicing so that you can open this gym.
Right.
With, and this is where I feel like an idiot. You guys are father-son, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is Lauren your sister and daughter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I thought that was the case, but I'm like, I've never actually made sure of that. But so the plan was literally to open this family gym.
Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely been the plan. Yeah. All throughout school.
Okay.
It was always in the back of my head. Yep. That's what I wanted to do. So.
And has it helped tremendously, that degree?
Being in school, yeah, that was quite a bit of a help. Doing all my projects on the gym, that was just a huge jumpstart.
Okay.
100%, yeah.
Got it. And you guys did you grow up in Shanoa?
Yeah, definitely. We moved to Shanoa. I think I started kindergarten in Shanoa. That was the year we moved to town. Yep.
Okay. How did you know that this would work out in small town Shanoa? Because that's exactly what it is. It's a very small town. It's a rural town. Why were you nervous before you opened this place up, before you started taking it seriously, before you started putting money into it? Or were you confident that it would be successful? And why were you confident if you were?
Sure. Yeah, no, I would say that, of course I was nervous doing so. I didn't have any doubt, I guess. Shanoa's location, I feel like, is so underutilized, undervalued. Everybody through Fairbury, Chatsworth, Forrest, even Pontiac. You got to drive by Shanoa or drive through Shanoa to get to Bloomington, which is where everything's at. Mm-hmm. So I felt like if you created the right product, you made it desirable enough, they were gonna take the time to stop there because there was already on their way.
Right.
So basically, yeah. Am I going to compete, directly with some of these places in Bloomington and deliver on that? Maybe they spend $4 million for one of these facilities here in town. I'm probably not going to do that, but I did see that as far as the buying the most expensive equipment and things like that, just wasn't needed anywhere. Mm-hmm. If you have the right environment, they're going to come. So yeah, as far as Shanoa goes, yeah, I felt comfortable about it. I knew the community would back me. I just felt like with having Dylan and again Lauren, with his background, knowing that he had that confidence of having that degree, we were going to utilize that stuff. If it was failing in the beginning, we were going to change things right away. Mm-hmm. We were always going to do whatever we have to do to make it work. So one of the things was having the rental property within the building, having different types of income in the building.
We are brought to you by Aftershock Decals and Design in Fairbury, Illinois. From business logos to building signs, Aftershock Decals and Designs in Fairbury creates graphics and prints that will make heads turn. If you need signage for any occasion, Aftershock's team of creative experts are virtually unlimited in their capabilities. They can create the highest quality, full and partial vehicle wraps for cars, trucks, trailers, semis, and race cars, as well as small to massive banners for all occasions. They also do yard signs, decals, window perforations, stickers, custom logo designs, and much more. When you need to promote your business, develop your brand, or enhance your image, do it all with the area's most trusted graphic design company, Aftershock Decals and Design in Fairbury, Illinois. Give them a call at 833-332-2548 or pay them a visit at 116 East Locust Street in Fairbury. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a quick second to tell you about Fairbury Indoor Flea, a monthly indoor flea market hosted by Trish's Treasures in Fairbury, Illinois. This flea market is held every second Saturday of every month from October to May from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's Saturday, October 9th, November 13th, December 11th, and so forth. There will be a wide variety of items available at these events, such as plenty of man cave pieces, vintage and antique collectibles, tools, dishes, jewelry, furniture, fresh cupcakes and cookies, crafts, steamer trunks, customized cups, shirts, pens, signs, and so much more. Additionally, at each market there will be 7 local vendors. The second Saturday of each month just got a whole lot sweeter. Again, this will be at Trish's Treasures in Fairbury, Illinois, which is an awesome vintage store, so for one-of-a-kind antiques, art, collectibles, furniture, gifts, and also for any and all of your refurbishing and repurposing needs, check out Trish's Treasures in Fairbury, Illinois, located in the old bowling alley on the west end of town, right off of Route 24. Dylan, from your perspective, when this was really coming to fruition, you guys were starting to take it seriously, were you at all nervous? Like, talk about the emotions that you were feeling because you were, very early 20s, 21, 22, when you started, going to the bank, taking the steps necessary to build such a company like this, to do something that, there was probably some liability issues, I guess you could call them. Like, you were now responsible for a lot of things.
Right.
Was it overwhelming at all for you? Because, again, you were just a young man at that point.
Yeah, I'd say I was intimidated from the start, but that was prior to actually acquiring the building. I think once we found the right building, came up for sale, we knew exactly what we wanted to do with the place and that it was the best fit location-wise and everything, the perfect space.
It is a heck of a location. And you think about Shanoa, it's right off, that spot specifically is right off 24, and it's really close to 55.
Yeah.
That's prime real estate right there.
Right. Everybody's driving by. 26,000 cars a day are going by the
Is that
building.
right?
Yeah.
26,000 cars a day.
Right, yeah.
Dang, man.
Got to take advantage of that.
Okay, so before Shanoa Fitness Center opened up, where did people go to work out?
There's a few options there in Fairbury. There's the Turning Point and Elite, and I think a lot of people were going to Pontiac. They had a GYM opened up right before we did, 2 or 3 months before we did. Champion Fitness was popular in Pontiac for years. Not really sure what their status is. I think they've sold to somebody else there in town. But if you worked in Bloomington, you worked out in Bloomington because you had these gyms that offered all these things: the sauna, the tanning, plenty of cardio equipment. They had everything you needed right there, so they would they would pay for it. They had no problem paying for all that stuff right there in Bloomington. I think that's pretty much what people were doing.
They were going to these, somewhat distant towns like Pontiac, Fairbury, everything like that. You touched on something that I think is extremely unique and very fascinating to see a gym do, and that's you got successful big-time gyms will have a lot of the time a sauna, a tanning section. You guys have saunas, a tanning section, a tattoo place, a cafe, a nutrition place. You have personal training. I said tattoo, right?
Yes.
And among many other things, you also have a martial arts class that you offer, a rental space, some gymnastics classes. The list goes on. Was that the plan from the beginning? You guys offer so much, and you've coined the term fitness mall, which is incredibly, that's very fitting. Was it the plan from the beginning to house all these different operations, and how has that worked out for you?
Yeah, definitely. That was all part of the business plan. That was going to help make things, if the membership was low, you had other sources of revenue. It's worked out good. We just figured, with things like the hair and the tattoo thing and even the personal trainers, let the professionals take care of what they do. We'll rent the space out to you, and we'll let the professionals take care of what they do.
Yeah.
Had this building not come up for sale at the right time, though, that was the perfect opportunity. I know we were looking at potentially building a spot over there by Dollar General in Shanoa, and that would have been like a 5,000 square foot pole barn. And, this building that we ended up getting is at least twice the size of what we were expecting to possibly build. So
dang,
it's definitely the size, and just very blessed to have gotten this place. Why we were able to have all those rental spaces also. That was a huge benefit, having that huge space.
Yeah, it wouldn't work as good if it was a block off 24.
Right.
Yeah.
It would change everything. The funny thing is, back in 2008 when we started writing our business plan, it involved that building from the beginning.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so you guys were planning this for a long time. I'm amazed by that. I thought it was kind of like, buildings up for sale. I've been working on some business administration stuff. I happen to use a gym for my product. I didn't realize it was so well thought out. That's pretty awesome. What was this building, first of all, before you bought it?
It was an antique mall.
Okay, quite the switch up.
Yeah.
And
switcheroo
before
then.
we got it. Yeah. Originally started out as a furniture store back in the 70s.
Dang.
Harm's Home Furnishings.
Okay.
And then it would have been Don Corey who turned it into the antique mall. He had tractors and all sorts of Redbird antiques in there from original Shanoa. So,
was there a lot of renovation that you had to do in order to house all the gym equipment and stuff like that? Like, did you have to almost start from scratch, tear stuff down, or what was that process like?
Yeah, it was just a big shell. I mean, there was, as far as the plumbing went, the plumbing came 3 feet into the building, and it stopped right there. We had a bathroom that was right there. There was no other floor drains to utilize. The power, it just wasn't correct for what we were doing. No central air, none of that stuff. So right away, it was putting walls up, busting out concrete because we wanted to make sure we had showers. Very important to have showers. Wanted to have some water in some of the rental spaces. There was quite a bit of stuff we had to do to this place. But the amazing part we thought was that we were able to do it in about 4 months.
That's nuts.
We knocked it out pretty quick.
That's crazy.
And a lot of it was us.
pretty much just friends and family.
Great friends, great family that helped out a ton.
Maybe, okay, I want to ask this, and I'm sure people watching are curious to hear, who were some of the integral people that really made this all possible that maybe aren't appreciated as much as they should be? You said there was a lot of friends and family. Would you care to mention a few of the people that helped? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Big John was one of the guys right there.
The biggest, yeah.
John Embry, he helped out a ton.
Okay. He's from Shanoa, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. My dad, Rosie, he helped out a ton. We had, Dylan was there quite a bit. Obviously, he was going to school at the same time and trying to spend as much time there as he could.
Wow.
Keith Traxel, got to thank that guy for what he did. Tony Valentine did a great job with the drywall.
Tons of drywall.
Man, I'm sure there's so many more.
Steve Chapman doing concrete work for us.
He did some stuff for us, and a lot of people came in and helped us out quite a bit. Yeah.
We are brought to you by Fairview Haven Retirement Community in Fairbury, Illinois. Fairview Haven is an apostolic Christian community where choice is valued, growth is encouraged, and life abounds. Their team strives by the grace of God to provide the highest quality of life to all those that they serve without regard to race, color, religion, or their ability to pay. Fairview has created a haven that supports the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional needs of all who call it home. Here they seek to embrace life and honor the dignity of all of their residents and their right to make choices for themselves in a safe and nurturing environment. This unprecedented level of care extends also to their staff, who are loved, cared for, and appreciated beyond measure. If you want to be a light in our world, if you think you have the skills to provide great care for others, and if you want to have an immense and positive impact on the lives of many of our most beloved community members, then consider joining the team at Fairview Haven in Fairbury, Illinois. Loving as Jesus loves, Fairview Haven. Can you do this? Probably not. But one thing you can do is treat yourself to the most wonderful pizza on the planet Earth, and that's pizza from Marchelloni's Pizza in Fairbury, Illinois. Pizza from Marchelloni's Pizza in Fairbury, Illinois is spectacular, and not only that, they also offer a daily happy hour. So if you call between 4 and 5 p.m. and order your pizza, you get the second one of equal or lesser value for free. Restrictions apply. You can even call at 4:45 p.m., order your pizzas, pick them up at 8 p.m., and you will still get that happy hour discount. For the most delicious pizzas around, head nowhere else but Marchelloni's Pizza in Fairbury, Illinois. Call them up and place your order today at 815-692-4602 and pick it up at 405 East Locust Street in Fairbury. That's Marchelloni's Pizza in Fairbury, Illinois. Man, I'm fascinated by the huge undertaking that this was, and it seems like you guys are pretty cool, calm, and collected looking back on the whole thing. Were you ever at any point just like, oh crap, what did we get ourselves into? I mean, you just bought probably an expensive building, a huge building, there's plenty of renovation that had to be done. Were you ever freaking out at any point?
I don't feel like I was really freaking out too much. I mean, once again, if you get to the point where you feel like something's not working, you just got to change it up and make sure you go in that direction. So, no, I knew we had plenty of help, and having this kid's brain, it really helps out quite a bit. Just for example, we had to have a security system put in this place, and we talked to some people about coming in and hooking up the doors to where you can have that access and everything. And I told Dylan, I'm like, we're not paying that to have somebody come in and do this kind of stuff. And I basically told him to take the next 3 days. Go look it up, teach yourself how to do this, and just get it installed. And he did just that. I'm not kidding you. Within a week's time,
good heavens, this
kid had everything wired up, hooked up to computers, and I don't know, to have that security, that kind of help, knowing that knowledge is right there, it's huge. I have a great backing, so just not too worried about it.
Yeah, Dylan, I think that's something, you have a very unique, I don't know what to call it, collection of traits in your character. I can remember back to high school. This is what the rare combination was. You were incredibly funny, so goofy, such a goofball. It was ridiculous, and it was so much appreciated, like on the track team and things like that. No, you were hilarious, but you were also very smart. I remember people talking about that, and I was always like, what an odd mix. Like, he's so goofy, you would never think that he's so intellectually gifted, but that is the case. You are, and what do you think maybe your skills are intellectually that really helped with this operation? Because apparently you're good with at least computer systems and things like that.
So I'm very well disciplined. I don't know. I know that when I start something, I got to get it done. Very persistent. Obviously throughout school, I like to mess around a lot. I like to have a lot of fun. I never really got into trouble though. Even though I was really close.
Yeah. And you were never disrespectful or hurtful either.
I would always push things to the edge, but just always.
You did?
Just for the most fun. I got that from you. I don't know. I just feel like I was really well disciplined and knew not to push it too far, and knew that I want to be really successful someday, and I just want to keep going that direction. So just never let anything hold me back.
Where does the confidence come from, though? It seems like you guys aren't scared to undertake something. You're not scared to take risks, because at the end of the day, this undertaking was a massive risk. It could have flopped, and you could have been out a lot of money. Who knows, where does that confidence come from, do you think? Or is it just, I'll let you answer that. Where do you think the confidence comes from?
Well, I told you, it started back in 2008 as far as digging into this project. There was no shortage of doing our research on it. I mean, we knew how many cars were driving by that spot every day. We knew how many boys or girls, age 18 through 23 were using it at what time of the day. And we did all that research, and we had graphs and charts and all sorts of stuff set up. We had an idea of what everybody was charging when their busy times were. We knew what the numbers were on all this stuff, and to be honest, we knew who was going and utilizing these things, and we knew where they came from. So the stats are all there. I mean, any one of us can get online and look at some of these websites and see, what demographics are doing what. And the numbers just show that, hey, this spot right here is it's a moneymaker. It's low-hanging fruit. I mean, nobody's utilized it. Let's give it a shot. If it doesn't work, we can always rent the building out for something else.
Right. Yeah.
So it's, the investment itself wasn't killer. I mean, it wasn't something that was going to, change our lives in a way where we couldn't come back from it. Mm-hmm. So that was something in the back of my mind, I suppose.
It seems like the confidence came from a well thought out plan. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You had accounted for, a number of bad things happening and you were prepared. And for that reason, you have every right to be confident, right?
We utilized everything we could get. I mean, there's the SBDC.
They are amazing. Shout out to them.
Yep.
Oh my
They helped me a
gosh.
lot with this, so they're incredible.
That's awesome.
Huge. So yeah, we sat with those guys. I mean, even though I started my business plan early on, I still sat with those guys for 6 months, working on a business plan, going through I'd meet with them every week.
Yeah.
And we would just tear that thing apart. And I mean, there was some things that they pushed me and said, "Hey, this isn't going to work." I fought it a little bit, but no, it's worked out good. We've even established a great relationship with the SBDC. I'm actually on the SBDC board now.
Oh, wow.
So I get to, as a representative for some of the small communities. That's one of the things I get to be a part of now. But great relationship with those guys. Just homework. We did a lot of homework.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I worked with them, I was just amazed and so honored by how seriously they took me, how much respect they gave me.
Yeah.
I had the most unlegit, little smoothie business that was somehow growing. And I remember I went to them, I was like, could you guys maybe help me, teach me something about how to organize my finances, like what to do, how to become an LLC, everything like that. And before I knew it, they scheduled a meeting the following week with some established banker who had been doing a lot of work in that field. And I found myself sitting in a room with 3 dudes in suits. And I was like, what am I doing here? They're incredible, and they've helped me in a number of other ways. Would you recommend for someone starting up their own business to maybe seek them out, seek their help out?
It's a free service.
To anybody, yeah.
Why wouldn't anybody just do it? I don't care how confident you are. Take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is 100% free. And like you said, I mean, for me, one of the things they helped me make sure everything was in position to go to the banker and be ready to go and ask for financing. And just like what they did with you, they sat me down in front of a banker and said, "What would you say to him?" And I got to hear what the banker wanted to hear. So it was great. It was good. It was helpful.
Yeah, man, they are awesome. I sincerely hope you guys see this. So, okay, so we've talked about how you guys have, been successful, how Shanoa Fitness Center has really taken off and everything. Everyone loves it now. But what has the learning curve maybe been like? Did you make any dumb mistakes at the beginning that you were quick to fix? Tell me about some of the negative things that started in the beginning, mistakes, whatever.
Yeah, lots of those, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Just positioning of some things. The kids area,
Are
things
you saying
like
making sure everything is able to be moved?
everything. That is the big one.
Give me an example of something, how'd that happen? Something that couldn't be moved or something?
So in the beginning, we've put so many walls up and tore so many walls down already. We are constantly moving things. So in the beginning, we would, if we were to do it over again, we would make things more movable. Things that, walls that we could bolt up and just take down and move around anytime we want, because I feel like every wall in that place has been torn down once and put back up. That's probably not the case, but just the position of some of the entrances, I guess, we might do things a little bit different that way, but maybe it wouldn't have worked out as good either. It's been slick. Every person that has rented from us has been very successful in their spots. It's worked out pretty good. We've fed them plenty of traffic. My brother does the tattoos, actually.
Wow.
And he had to move from one spot to another because it was bigger. and he was going to be able to hire somebody, and he did. He hired another tattoo artist because he was just booked out so far.
Dang.
So
This is within the building.
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying moving walls and stuff like that. We'll start with this small office, and he needed to get into a size double the space so he could have more booths. Same for McLean County Orthopedics. We have therapy out of our place, and they started in a 12-foot by 12-foot room, and now they're begging us for more and more space. So we're trying to move walls, trying to keep as much space for our gym members as we can, and not take away from anybody, and just improve it for everybody at the same time.
What an interesting, I wouldn't call it even a problem, but that's a great thing to have to worry about, I guess.
Yes, we have great problems.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. So really quick, you said you have an orthopedic place, a tattoo place. Could you just list off what the different projects you have going on in your building are?
Yeah. I'm going to start left to right. So Ann Wicker runs the Wicker Hair Depot. So we've got a hair salon. And then the tattoo shop, that'd be ran by my brother. That'd be Adam Cerda. He runs the Shanoa Tattoo Company. Okay. He just expanded into a much bigger space and has the opportunity for 3 artists going at the same time now. We've got McLean County Orthopedics. They just partnered with Carl, so that's a really huge deal to have those guys out of our facility right now. It's massive. It's awesome.
Yeah, we actually had the CEO of Carl came over looking at the facility a few weeks ago.
Carl's a huge organization, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dang, this is an important guy.
Yeah, so, and they wanted to do nothing but grow times 3, with what we're doing right now. And that's the other problem is the space restraints. We don't want to take away from our gym members. So yeah, good problems.
Right.
Yeah, we got a tanning salon, personal training. There's even up at the front of the building we have a realtor. And those are just the rental spaces. We got a half-court basketball, indoor walking, running track, the green turf going down the middle to push a weighted sled. We just got a giant yoke that you carry with all the weights on all the corners. That's a really fun one. Free weights, weight machines, a private space. If somebody's uncomfortable on the 5 treadmills up front, we got 2 more in the back. Just more comfortable spaces. We like the walls. We like having more spaces to work out. Like everybody's got their own gym in there. It's kind of how it feels.
Man, it's incredible. It really is incredible to see how this place works. And when you open this place, you didn't just open a gym. You made spaces available for plenty of other businesses. You really helped the local economy in a lot of ways. I just think that is not only impressive, not only well thought out, but it's also very generous. Like that's really cool. And you also have a space you said that you can rent out. Is that right? Or is did I misunderstand?
As far as like a banquet type space,
Exactly.
we did it one time. But we filled that in pretty quick.
Yeah, we needed more space for gym members basically, so we filled that in.
Yeah,
got it. Okay, so is it basically you're all full right now? So if anyone owns a business that they wanted to move into your place, you're pretty much all full at this point. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
We'd be down to make space though.
But it's just walls, right? 4 walls, and there's another income for it. Yeah, we could. Depends
you can
on what
make it happen, sure.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah. Like I said, location.
Exactly.
And that place is a great location. What did you plan for the vibe, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The vibe of this gym, what did you want it to be? Did you want it to be a hardcore, heavy lifting gym? Did you want it to be a more gentle, inviting place, like, a more Planet Fitness-y style place? Or what can you tell me about the desired vibe that you designed this place to have?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you want this one?
Sure, yeah. It seemed like everybody really wanted us to, pick where you wanted to go with it. But what we did was we created so many different spaces in there, so we were able to have just about every single one of those. You can have your big, heavy powerlifters, CrossFit area. You can have a more private space back there. And then today I had a 93-year-old lady. She's telling me how happy she is with the place and how she's able to climb into the tractor so much easier, and her sons are so happy to see this 93-year-old, their mother, able to lift her body weight and hop up into this tractor. And we've literally got everybody in there. After 7 p.m., you've got 17, 18-year-olds in there everywhere.
Yeah.
Just different times throughout the day. You're going to see so many different demographics. We love it.
Man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So you have a 93-year-old lady that comes to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any other? Is that like probably the only 90+ plus-year-old that goes there, right?
The crowd is so unique. I'm telling you, it's like he said. We turn the music down during the day. It might be turned up a little bit more after 3 o'clock. We've had to change things. You got to adjust it for the time of the day. For the people that don't want to be in front of a crowd, like he said, we like walls. So when you come into the gym, maybe there's people you're not crazy about over here doing this or whatever it is. There's so many different places to go work out in the gym. It's not a curves. It's not a big power gym by any means. But there's something for everybody.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about fitness, the fitness culture as a whole in the United States? Do you think that it maybe there needs to be more importance? How do I say this? There needs to be more emphasis on the importance of working out. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's extremely important and it's undervalued? Or do you think, what do you think about that? Do you think we undervalue health in this country and that people need to maybe go to gyms more? I know that's kind of a loaded question for you, but.
No, definitely. And I think we're going to see a lot more things change as far as, I think legislation is going to change in a way where it's a requirement, for maybe just for insurance providers to offer that to their members as far as paying for their gym memberships. I just think whether it's an insurance company or somebody, it is going to be required at some point. Hopefully a town of 1,800 like Shanoa, I like to see everybody being required to have a gym membership. I think it'd be great. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So there's things like that in the works. I don't even know exactly who is working on it, but there are some things going on in Illinois right now where that is being brought up. So we hope it changes.
Well, it's just so vital to having good health. If I were a health insurance company, I would sure at least throw in like a free membership, maybe a discount if you go to this gym or something like that, because you're much less of a liability at that point. Taking care of your health and exercising is great neurologically. Mm-hmm. I mean, so for your mental health and everything like that, biologically, not physique is like really important to people, but it's way down on the list of what is most improved by working out. It's just so vital to our health and well-being. Exercising is.
Yeah, that mental health portion of it too, like you said. That's another fun thing is we know of some gyms in the area that actually tell you can't talk to other members unless you came in there with them.
What?
So yeah,
what's the reason for that?
You're there to work out. I guess that's probably what it is.
Don't be social?
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Do you think
come in? We enjoy that part of it.
Okay.
We think that's great that you can come in and socialize. We think that we have members that come in. And maybe they only do a couple reps of something, but we have a lot of people that come in just to socialize, and I think it's great for their mental well-being. As good.
We
as
are social beings after all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And I think a lot of us are suffering from a lack of that from COVID. You
know,
yeah. I even noticed like after the peak of COVID, I was like, man, my social skills have really waned. I found myself saying weird stuff that's not exactly socially acceptable. Not that I was great at that before, but even more so after. I was like, gosh, I'm having social anxiety now. But,
I bet.
We are brought to you by Forrest Edge Tree Service. If you have trees or tree stumps on your property that you want gone, go nowhere else but Livingston County's premier tree service provider, Forrest Edge Tree Service. Your yard is no place for looming dead or damaged trees because it's just a matter of time before they come down, ruining your property, ruining your week, and ruining your bank account. This is exactly why you need to be a responsible adult and hire the services of Forrest Edge Tree Service to get the job done right. Simply give Joe Rudin a call or a text at 815-615-3037 to get a free quote today. Keep your family, pets, vehicles, and neighbors safe and save yourself from a world of headaches when you call or text Forrest Edge Tree Service to get those dangerous, looming, troublesome trees off of your property. That's Forrest Edge Tree Service, Livingston County's premier tree service provider. We are brought to you by Tri-County Carpet and Flooring Sales and Installation in Fairbury, Illinois. Check this video out. Tri-County Carpet and Flooring in Fairbury is the premier flooring store throughout Livingston, McLean, and Ford counties. From choosing the perfect flooring to measuring and installation, Tri-County ensures top quality products and services. Their trained professionals boast precise measurements, straight cuts, and perfect fits, while their showroom houses a multitude of gorgeous, top-quality, name-brand carpet and flooring options in the latest styles and colors that are durable and long-lasting. With free estimates, design consultation, and contractor and multi-room discounts, Tri-County in Fairbury is your one-stop shop for all of your home and business flooring needs. Pay them a visit at 19 Jan Lane in Fairbury, Illinois, right off of Route 24, and give them a call at 815-692-3666.
Tri-County Carpet, your flooring paradise.
So, last I checked on Google, when I typed in Shanoa Fitness Center, you guys have 50 5-star reviews and nothing less than that. That is extremely rare. Businesses would love to have only 5-star reviews on Google. Why? What's your best guess, do you think, that people love this place so much? They don't just like this gym that they go to. It's like they're almost fans of Shanoa Fitness Center. Why is that, do you think?
Well, I think we probably do go above and beyond to try to make sure everybody's happy. I know you can't make everybody happy, but I mean, if somebody comes to us with a problem, you better believe it's addressed. I mean, we talk about it. If there's something we need to change or a piece of equipment we need to buy or just anything, we address everything. I mean, it's at least they see that we addressed it. So it makes it hard to complain when you feel like somebody's taking care of you and listening to you. So, I mean, what do you think?
I feel like we're really getting to know every single person that comes through those doors. So you'll see either me, my dad, or Lauren there, and everybody knows us. Everybody's just very comfortable. Yeah, it just feels like one big family, and people really, really enjoy that.
Yes, it's incredibly friendly without being so friendly that it's almost like a wimpy place.
Right.
And I don't mean to rip on gyms that really push the friendliness. You're accepted, no judgment, like that type of stuff, if you know what I mean. That's all good, but it can kind of breed wimpiness, for a severe lack of a better term.
Well, you can still drop weights at our place.
Good.
Yeah.
So, exactly. Yeah. I've been to gyms that will remain nameless, that you can't drop weights.
Right.
Or else you'll have an alarm sounded on you.
That's
an
goofy.
actual alarm. Yeah. But, it helps that it is all family within. So we all treat it like it's our own because it's our own. Everybody treats it like it's their own. If you see a problem, you're going to fix it. We don't want that bad reputation. So Dylan and Lauren both treat it that way.
So is it mostly ran by you two, and Lauren? Okay.
My mom helps out also.
Oh, got
so
it.
yeah, we have her there. She helps out a few days a week.
How did you decide? Because you seem like you have unique sets of skills, both of you. How did you decide who would manage what? Or do you guys manage mostly everything together? Or do you both have certain roles? Do you take care of this and that while you take care of something else? And what might those roles be?
Geez, yeah. We just kind of figured out what we were good at, and we just took it on from there. But a lot of things we do together. We recently threw up a bunch of whiteboards on the walls and organized our job description, what everybody does, and tasks throughout the week, and that has just made us so much more organized. Yeah, I don't know. What do you got?
Yeah, no, that I'm glad we did it that way. It's I don't know. I think it just kind of landed that way where we wanted Dylan to be the manager. He turned down a pretty good paying job to stay there.
Really?
And
could I ask what kind of job that was?
So I was a manager at County Market.
Okay.
In Pontiac. They just wanted me to be the store manager, basically taking over the whole store.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your passion just wasn't there for that?
Right, pretty much. I really enjoyed County Market. I loved everybody there. That was another place. It was just like one big family. Maybe that's just a trait that I have, but
yeah,
just making everybody my family and best friends.
I could see that. That wouldn't. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah. Try not to cause any problems.
Yeah, but what were you saying then?
Well, so and then Lauren was still in high school, so she was gonna just kind of fall in that second shift role. and as far as doing some maintenance and things like that. And we wanted to kind of work with her. I'm trying to think of a good way to explain Lauren's attitude. Because she's going to watch this and she's going to get on us about this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lauren, that we didn't have another microphone. I wish we did, but this table's only so big,
But let's just say that this girl she has become such a leader. The way she can talk to people, I mean, it's easy to call her the second shift manager, basically. People actually come in, and if they see my face, they'll be like, I'll wait till Lauren comes back. I'd rather work with Lauren. But I don't know. She's become very organized. We got her selling shirts. She just she wanted more. She asked for more. She wants more to do. So, I mean, that makes it easy for me to give them jobs. That's for sure. Dylan's just kind of fell into that whole role with being more as far as the mechanical part of things.
Everything.
A carpenter. I mean, he can build all that stuff. Me, what do? I clean the toilets, in the mornings.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Try to make those look good. I'm there for support. In the background, I do some things.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, we all run that front desk, but aside from that, we all have many, many tasks because just the three of us, we really run the whole place.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's incredible.
Like clean.
I don't even want to think about how busy you guys must be. There's so many moving parts, but I feel like you guys kind of like that. You just seem like that type of people.
We can get bored pretty quick.
Yeah.
We actually just picked up a few more tanning beds also because the tanning's going pretty good. So we've been running around trying to get that organized this morning, and that's why Dylan wasn't able to get around to shaving. So yeah, but I also have a radon testing business, so that's another thing I have to take care of.
You have another business entirely?
Yeah. It's
what the heck, man?
Something I've had for 8 years now, and so that takes up quite a bit of time too. So I try to squeeze that in there.
Just curious, do you guys have any other not businesses necessarily, unless you do, what other things are you guys tied up in? Or is it full-time, this is everything, or do you have other odd jobs that you do? I wouldn't expect that you would have other things that you do since this is so demanding, but I figured I'd ask.
So I am at the gym most days, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Then after that, you'd think I'd have some downtime. No, I like to keep myself very busy. We have another huge project coming up soon.
Care to enlighten us? Or?
Yeah, like a huge project. We want to open a brewery and pizza pub basically in Shanoa. So we are moving constantly.
Has this
and
been
we
like?
Love it.
Have you? Is this public knowledge that you're going to open this place?
Well, I mean, there's really not any crazy formal announcement, I guess, anywhere. But yeah, it's out there. It's out there.
Informal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't heard, you heard it here first. Pizza, pub, and brewery, huh?
Yeah, was I supposed to say that?
I don't know.
I think he looked at you kind of like, hey, I don't know if you should have said.
I didn't know how far he was going to go with that, but
I love it.
Yeah.
It is an honor. This will be out in a couple weeks, so you have a little bit of time.
I'm sure.
No, that is awesome.
But we're taking our time with it. We're just taking our time with it. We want to do it right. It's going to be incredible.
Doggone it.
Mm-hmm.
We got Andy Jolly. Might as well throw his name in there too.
Andy Jolly.
Yeah, he's the brew guy. So he is a huge part of this thing. It's something that we're all kind of equally owners of, and it's going to be a big one.
Holy smokes, man! I'm stoked for that. Any ideas what the name's going to be? I'm asking so many questions. You just tell me to shut up if you want. We are brought to you by Kelly Gerber, a trusted real estate agent in Central Illinois. Do you need a trusted real estate professional to assist you in navigating through the buying or selling process? If you do, remember one name, Kelly Gerber. Kelly is a phenomenal real estate agent for Keeley Real Estate in Fairbury, Illinois. If you're selling, she has premier marketing strategies implemented to assure that your home is circulated to buyers throughout Illinois. And if you're buying, she has professional relationships with lenders, title companies, inspectors, and attorneys to alleviate the stress that comes with buying a home. Whether buying or selling, Kelly works works hard to ensure that your real estate process is enjoyable and stress-free. It's a seller's market, so the time to call is now. Call Kelly up at 217-390-8205 or send her an email at kelly@keeleyrealestate.com to begin your real estate journey today. Member of Mid-Illinois Realtors Association, Illinois Board of Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors. We are brought to you by Fairbury Furniture in Fairbury, Illinois. Fairbury Furniture is the area's absolute favorite furniture store. Their selection is gargantuan, their staff is helpful and friendly, and they have all of your favorite brands of mattresses, tables, chairs, recliners, couches, and basically all furniture items. So make your home comfy, stylish, and delightful when you shop at Fairbury's own Fairbury Furniture. They were also kind enough to provide me with these wonderful chairs on this show, so I love Fairbury Furniture.
So we're calling it OB's Cerveceria right now.
Cerveza. Okay, I like that.
You know what that?
Cerveza is beer in Spanish, right?
There you go. Cerveceria actually means brewery.
Makes sense.
But it kind of sounds like combining cerveza and pizzeria. So another coined term, cerveceria, that would be a brewery / pizza place.
You guys are awesome.
And then OB's, OB Streeper. A lot of Shanoa natives know of this guy. You want to talk about Obi at all?
Who is Obi?
I mean,
I
we
didn't
could
know he
go
was a
on all
guy.
day.
Obi,
Yeah.
he's one of the creators of the Jaws of Life. You know, he's a pretty big deal in Shanoa.
I've heard of him, actually. That's
Yeah.
why I've heard of him.
He's got the building is across the street from the dollar store there in Shanoa. Big, huge place. There's a lot of windmill vehicles over there right now. But Obi, pretty, I don't know, a pretty powerful figure there in Shanoa for many years. We ended up buying the building from his daughter, and she still lives behind the building.
Which building is this one more time? It's not 4D construction.
It was Barlow's for a while. Barlow's Furniture.
Okay.
It's a pretty large. When you see it, you'll know you've seen it a million times, of course.
So here's Dollar General.
Yeah.
Is it across the street?
Right across the street.
Okay.
Right across the street.
Oh, is it the machine shed looking
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay, got it,
Yeah.
got it. That's
Yeah.
where that brewery's going to be.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
mean location. That
Oh,
is
man,
great.
it's a beast. Yeah.
It's great. It's a great building. It's perfect for what we want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. OB's. This guy saved countless lives, though. That's kind of why we want to
Yeah.
throw his name out there.
Is he in the project with you?
No, he passed away when 2010 around that
I'm
time.
not sure when it was. Yeah.
But he actually built a lot of this medical equipment, parts and pieces for fire departments out of this building.
Yeah.
I don't know that he actually invented the Jaws of Life out of that building or not, but that's where he built everything. He was building
the
fire
Jaws
trucks.
of Life, just for people that maybe don't know what that is, could you explain what they are? It's a contraption that's, like you said, saved countless lives.
Right.
It's been implemented in a lot of, medical emergency systems, I guess. What are the Jaws of Life?
I think just about every fire department has them. It's going to go in there and it's just going to rip a car apart.
So if someone's trapped?
to extract a person, yeah. Within minutes, it goes in there and just cuts the thing apart. That's from what I know about it.
Scissors for a car.
Yeah, basically.
Just cut a car.
Chops it.
Yeah.
Chops
Dang.
it up.
And so you're including this man, his name, in the name of the brewery,
Yeah.
just out of respect, in memory of him.
Right,
Just
right.
out of, that's awesome.
Well, we want to bring a lot of history to it. You're going to see that as far as the theme behind this place is going to be a lot of local history. So you'll definitely hear a lot more about it here, probably within the next few months. But history.
Right on.
History.
And we're getting towards the end of this conversation, guys. But one thing I want to ask, and this could be hit or miss. I hope this goes over well. Do you guys offer discounted memberships to like firefighters and law enforcement and something else? Military?
We do.
Okay. If you know we don't, that would have been a dumb question. But yeah, okay. That's awesome, man. And it just seems like you're a wholesome group. I love what you're doing. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Last question here. What's the best part of all this, of getting into the entrepreneurial business, that industry, that world? What do you like so much about it? Because apparently you like it if you're taking on this new project.
Mm-hmm. I like doing it for the people in the community. I love when people come up to us with their stories, sharing how we've really just changed their lives. that is just the greatest thing in the world and makes everything worth it. You know, we have our days where we're just so stressed out, we almost make ourselves sick, but it's always just so worth it because people are so grateful for what we have done, and you know, we're just happy to help these people.
Right on.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like we're able to kind of kickstart Shanoa in the right direction is what I'm hoping for. You know, I want to see our community not struggle financially. So I think that, you know, if we can do what we can to try to lure businesses to town like we have and do more of that, that's a good feeling. So that's kind of what I want to see out of this whole thing is that, you know, Shanoa as a whole can prosper.
There is something I think you guys have contributed to that mission perhaps more than anyone, and maybe the humble parts of you won't want to agree with that, but I think that might be the case. As we've said, you've brought in a lot of businesses that have spots in your building, and that's incredible. That helps local economy, but I've also heard rumblings about Shanoa growing in some way, shape, or form, maybe even in population. I haven't looked into it myself, but have you heard similar things? Like,
It sure seems like it.
It sure seems like it, absolutely.
I mean, I know everybody in the area with the whole housing thing. It seems like they're all the communities don't have a hard time selling their houses right now. But there was a minute there where we just had 1 or 2 homes for sale in Shanoa. That was it. I feel like the property value is going up on everything, and I've been a real estate agent in the past, and can kind of recognize some of those trends. And I think I really think you're going to see Shanoa in the next 5 years, even just really be that tier, that pricing level of the housing and everything. It's really going to shoot up.
I think you're right. And I recently talked to Dan Gross about that type of stuff. And I mean, the library looks immaculate.
Oh.
Things aren't going like this.
Yeah.
It's going like this. You know, new property values going up. There's businesses popping up in different places. Businesses that were in Shanoa for a while now are opening up new locations. Yeah. It's just really looking up, and it's so fun to watch.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, we've got an economic development committee that they put together, and they're doing a good job of pushing on things. I mean, to see the bleachers that we've been looking at for years not being painted and everything finally get done, that's great. New bathroom, new concession going up at the park there in town. Yeah, there's a lot of neat things happening. Hey, we're right there on the busiest road, or one of the most famous roads in the country, in the world, and we need to start utilizing that as well.
Absolutely. Well, guys, you have really, really created something special. You've improved people's health. You've improved people's mental health. You've improved people's lives. And you've inspired people with your story, myself included, and I think you're going to inspire more after this episode goes out. I hope you guys truly are really proud of what you've done because, as I said, it's been nothing but a great thing. Thank you so much for your time and coming on today, thanks for Shanoa Fitness Center.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. All right, guys. Hey, that is a wrap.